Hey, I'm Pete the Plumber. Plumbing is what I'm all about. From emergencies to catastrophes, brand new shiny renovations. Let me and my team show you how to get it done and done right. Calgary, we've got you covered. Well, we're going over to see one of my good football buddies, Rene Paredes, our superstar kicker for the Calgary Stampeders. Record breaker, holds all the records in the Stampeder franchise, holds many of the CFL records, closing in on possibly all of them. And he's getting exciting for the season. Fantastic guy. I've known Rene for 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Watched him season after season. Great guy. We're going over to see how Hugh's making out. Rene's wife, lovely lady, I think she dropped his helmet in the sink. I don't know how that could have happened, but I don't know what she did, but there's a big hole in a china basin that's smashed, so she must have dropped his helmet or his cleats or something in there. But Hugh's over there. Let's go see how he's making out.
So does it seem pretty straightforward?
Yeah, it should be a straight swap. Everything else, this drywall, it's nice to have no tile in behind, so we don't have to drill too much tile or anything. So with the drywall, it should be a simple in and out. The size of the new one should cover any kind of paint marks or whatever's there. So yeah, it's gonna be straightforward. And as we can see as well, there's not too much seal. So usually the silicone, we would silicone around here just to stop it from moving. And with silicone in the joint here, but that's not the case, so it's free to move. So we have the water isolated with the 2 shut-off valves, the hot and cold. So now we can start dismantling. So as we see, the water's off. I'm going to disconnect the pop-up waste as well. So that's that disconnect. And as you can see, there's a big crack.
Always love these ones. I'm here with a very good friend, and you've seen him before. Everybody's seen him. Rene Paredes, our kicker from the Stamps. How you doing?
How you doing, Pete?
Good to see you. Hang on. How do I look? Now I'm ready.
Amazing. Now you're ready to go.
Now I'm ready.
You're ready for Stampede and the Stampeders.
For everything. What's all Calgary? That's all I care about.
There you go.
And you.
Appreciate it.
So we're here in your own little wall of fame.
Sort of.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I got a couple things in here. Yeah.
Awesome. That's great.
That's when I used to be good. This is me last year.
Now, we've done a lot of work for you, which I really appreciate and love working for you, of course. I'm at a loss for words on this one, though. Okay, because I look at this pedestal, and I'm going to bring it over here, and that's not a crack.
No.
That's not a crack. Did you drop your helmet in here?
Actually, this my wife might get mad, but I don't care. That was her.
No.
Yeah, I went to Montreal for Christmas, and I came back, and there was a big hole in my sink.
Did she drop your helmet in here?
So she bought a nice, expensive, I don't know if it's expensive, but glass dispenser, soap dispenser.
Okay.
And she dropped it a couple of times, and the second time,
boom.
made the crack.
Again, pedestals, once they're cracked or have a hole in them, they're garbage. We can't fix them. Okay, they are just done. And that's what we're here today to do.
So I called you right away. You gotta call my guy, right? So
you call your guy. So my trick in the pedestal is to try to remove a pedestal and replace it with no damage to the wall, so you don't have to repaint, you don't have to do any floor.
Awesome.
And American Standard came through here, and I think we got the right one.
Awesome.
But we won't know until it's all done.
Let you guys work.
That's it. Sounds good.
Perfect. Thanks.
Let's get at her.
Let's do it.
Those knee pads, great.
That is good, actually.
This adds about 5 years onto my plumbing career.
Right?
Saves the knees. You heard the drop there? That's just the toggle dropping down into the bottom of the wall. I mean, it's going for good. So we get new ones.
The trickiest part about replacing a pedestal sink is to try not to damage the wall and or the floor and to cover up the old stain. As you can see, there's a paint stain where they couldn't paint around that we're going to hopefully cover with the new model. The floor cleaned up pretty good. Hugh's got most of that cleaned up, a little bit of silicone, but that's mostly cleaned up. So we're going to try and nail this right back on so that Renee doesn't have to get the brush out and do any painting. And it's looking good so far. Just to recap a couple things, how many years have you been with Stampeders now?
So technically it's my 12th year, but 11th. COVID year didn't count, so.
Right, that's right. And you were like, what, 6 months with the Blue Bombers?
I was there just for training camp back in 2011.
And
they let me go, and then next week I was here.
Stupid Blue Bombers. With all due respect to my Winnipeg friends.
Worked out for the best.
It definitely did, definitely for Calgary. So 12 years from Concordia.
Concordia University.
Concordia, that's right. And what did you
Montreal.
study there?
I did sociology.
Sociology.
Yeah.
So you can tell me what's wrong with me.
There's a lot of things wrong with you. People know.
I like it. That's good. Now, today is a real windy day. How much does the wind play effect on you when you're kicking?
A lot. Usually in McMahon, it goes either north or south,
right,
which is very good for me because you're either going against it or with it. So you don't really have to play with the
side.
wind. That's the side
so you don't like the side wind?
No, we don't want the side wind.
Okay.
We like the north and south here in McMahon. So, I've been playing here for so long that, I know the tricks are the things I got to do, and yeah.
Now you said kicking into it is good. How much more, like when it's not a gale force, but a decent wind, how much more do you have to give it when you're going into the wind?
Yeah, so you want to hit it more of a line drive rather than a regular kick. Because if you do a regular kick, the wind will pick it up. So you got to, kind of line drive it. Okay. Obviously, you got to get more power into it so it cuts into the wind.
Right.
And keep your head down and hope for the best.
I've noticed that even the pitchers, like when it's like golfing. Yep. Your head's down the whole time. You're not watching it till you're standing again. Then you're looking up.
Yeah, you play a lot of golf. You're not very good, but
I'm not very good, or you're not very good.
We're not very good.
We're not very good.
When you pick up your head, it brings your hips up, and then you pull it. Same thing we're kicking. Yeah.
How many cups we got?
I got 2 cups.
2 cups.
Yeah, I've been to 5 Grey Cups, 2 cups.
5. And
I'm trying to get one more before.
Yeah, you got to be over the 50%. Yeah.
I gotta get over the hump.
Got to get over the majority.
Yeah. Good.
Little fiddling around. Third part of service plumbing. You got to fiddle around sometimes just to make it fit, but Hugh's on it. So what Hugh's doing here with the silicone will mold to all the imperfections of the porcelain, which is what the pedestal's made of course. The trick of silicone is it gets pretty messy sometimes, so if you don't use it too much, you curse it. Hugh uses it probably every day or 4 to 5 days a week because we need it everywhere, don't we? Yeah. Well, back in the day, it used to be putty. Okay, now when I say back in the day, we're probably over 20 years ago. During my apprenticeship, when Hugh was probably still in diapers, we used it all the time, and that was all through the 70s and 80s. I never really got to use silicone a lot till about the early 90s. That's when it was really introduced to me more than putty. The only thing with silicone is it's messy. So it's like anything, once you use it a lot, you get good at it. And when you're good at it, it's not messy anymore.
Yeah, just got the water on, doing a final test. Before I do the final seal, around the bottom here and around here. Because if I turn it on, there's a leak, and this is sealed, so it's just going to cause a mess with the messy silicone.
So how does this one look? Good?
This one looks good, and it's probably ready for its final seal.
Looking good?
Yeah, I'm just
fixing the toilet. Good, we get to charge extra if it's a toilet's problem.
Exactly.
That's not part of the deal. Well, Hugh, she's looking pretty good. What do you think?
not even Renee could kick this one over.
There you go. So we got to use the same faucet because it was a Moen, great shape. Don't know to change that. We had to change a bit of the parts on the, obviously the PO, and you had used an extension.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used a 12-inch piece extension at the back.
12 inch. So this is what, about 4 inches taller?
It is, but I trimmed it down.
Trimmed it down. Yeah, 12 inches gives you lots of play. Well, that's good. Well, it looks awesome. A little bit of paint underneath if they want to, but for the most part, the top is great. You're happy with the install? American Standard came through?
It did.
Good, nice match on the toilet colors. What's that? A Western Potteries. So again, don't be afraid to mix and match. We have Western Potteries, which is a great China maker, but also American Standard. Everybody's heard of American Standard, of course, and they have a lot of great colors. I think it's cotton white that they use, or an equivalent of that, but it looks fantastic. You happy with the job?
Oh, yeah.
Siliconed on the floor?
Yep.
Bing-a-da, bang-a-da, boom. Now, how do we secure it to the wall? With the toggle bolts?
We used the toggle bolts, 4-inch toggle bolts, yeah.
No wood.
No wood.
No wood. So that silicone's going to hold in 24 hours. It's going to be like cement.
Yeah, then they go nowhere.
Let's see how high we have to. Oh, geez, yeah, no way.
I know.
It's got to be at least that high.
Yeah.
Okay. Renee, you got a second? We have an issue. If you stand behind there.
Oh yeah. That's
Okay, so we'd have to be at least this high to clear it, and look how your lights are going to have to go up at least 2 to 3 inches,
yeah.
which means there's going to be a hole, or a different set of lights, or a different mirror.
Yeah, I'll get a different one.
Okay. Okay, you see what I mean? Like we would put it on, but it won't fit.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'll convince her. Then.
That's your.
Or you can help me out.
No.
It's filming.
Plumber.
For somehow you pulled it off again.
This was an easy one.
Yeah.
This wasn't like a 49-yard field goal. This was an easy one, okay?
Yeah.
American Standard was the closest size we could get to this, and the whole key was getting the right size, so you didn't have to repair the wall, paint the wall. The bad news in this one is, though, we're either going to have to get a new light for you or a different mirror for you.
You don't have mirrors?
I don't have mirrors.
Okay.
No, Pete the plumber. It says
Yeah,
plumber.
yeah, no worry about it. I'll get that figured out myself. And yeah, it looks amazing. Like I said, good job.
Perfect. We got the silicone. Just let it dry for 24 hours and you'll be all good to go.
Perfect.
Thanks, my man.
Thank you, Pete.
Grey Cup this year?
100%.
I like that. Okay, we're all done. I know Rennie's happy, and his wife is happy. They're all happy. Everybody's happy. Even his little son came in and visited us very briefly there for a second, which is great, which is fantastic. I told his wife not to wash the helmet in the sink anymore. Anyhow, he promised he was winning the cup. So great season ahead of us. Look fantastic. We'll see how our stamps do. Thumbs up. We're going over to one of my favorite girlfriends, Marg's place. This is Rob Kerr's mother-in-law. You might have heard of Rob Kerr before. He's the big hockey analysis. He's with the Flames. He's with the Hitmen. He's been all over the place. And yeah, we're going to help his mom out. And last time we were over there, she made me a very special gift, which I'm going to be showing you guys in just a second. You're going to love this. One of a kind. Hey gang, we're here and you get to see my new one. No, actually it's not new. This cape is at least 4 or 5 years old. Marg said every superhero needs a cape, so she made this to me. So I don't pull it out once here, I pull it out more than that. It's funny how many kids want to see me in a cape at the showroom, so I have a lot of fun with it. But we're here with a very special customer, Marg. She is a sweetheart. We've worked for her over many years, like a lot of our customers, which I'm very proud of. And she wanted a wash lip, a new toilet with a wash lip. So we made that happen through Toto. We're gonna check it out and see how Mark's making out and installing it.
It looks like they had carpet in here just to bring the floor up a little bit. I'm probably gonna have to leave it because there is quite a drop.
How quick it is to get in and out of one of those jobs?
Normally, a normal toilet, usually about an hour or so, but the toilet that I'm putting in, it's a little bit different. A little bit more advanced. It'll wash you and dry you, and that's why there's a plug here. The water line might be in my way for the new toilet. straight back. Okay. Find out. I'm gonna have to change the water line. I'm gonna have to 90 it over.
And here
There we go, and here we go.
You know this place well.
I know this place well. It is great. It is awesome. How we make it out, Mark?
Good, how are you?
Good, good, good. Oh yeah. Oh, the superhero gets a cape. Thanks to my favorite. Oh no, you get stick your head around here. Oh, we'll get her. We'll get her.
I don't
we'll
do
get
that.
Her. We'll get her. We'll get her for sure.
And I'll sing it out 1,000 times today. It's the best day of my life, and I can't afford to miss this time today. It's the best day of my life, and I'll sing it out 1,000 times today.
Oh, nice warm water. Do you feel that? I could wash my hands in here, but not the best place to wash your hands. And we can get some oscillating. See, up and down, back and forth, up and down. Again. And then we get the mist. You can't see that too good with my hand here. I'll try to pull it back a bit. And we'll go back to solid spray. It goes in, cleans itself out. And here we go again. So this is just solid stream. You can see the 3 different holes that the water comes out of. That's just solid, very powerful stream. And then we'll tune it down a bit. It goes back in every time to clean the end out. And you'll now see it come out of the bottom one, which is more of a spray. And we'll hit oscillating again. That's oscillating. And when you're all done, nothing like a nice little air dry. I'll dry my hands in here. Not preferred for this, but you know, we're here and I'm a plumber, so I can do it. Fantastic unit. You can't feel it, but the seat is also very warm. Very comfortable and very warm. Mark says he's all done. How'd it go in?
Went in fine. I had to move the water line a little bit, but it's good to go now.
So yeah, I saw you just tucked it back around.
Yeah.
Standard toilet though.
Yeah.
Carolina 2.
Yeah.
Which is the ADA height, which is comfort height, of course. The seat. I noticed you were talking about the water line. Those lines are concealed pretty good under there, aren't they?
Yeah, it's actually really good.
Really nice tight. Because people don't want all that, you know, to mop and hit and this that. But flushed out well. Did you give it a try?
I did, yeah.
You did?
Not that way, but.
Oh, not that way. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I did test it though.
Good.
Yeah.
Flushed well. I see a silicone around the base. Bit of an unlevel floor here.
A little bit. I had to use some wobble wedges, but it's good and level.
Good, perfect. That's awesome. Great job. You're happy with it?
Yes.
And these are huge with seniors or anybody with mobility issues. I shouldn't say seniors. You get a lot of people bad back, bad hips. It cleans them. It cleans them. The Europeans, the Asians have used these for decades, apparently, I've heard. Yeah. Now they're coming to North America for a great reason. So they're fantastic. I'm going to get a hold of Marg. She's camera shy. She's not a natural actor like you.
Oh.
Thanks a lot, big fella. You're happy?
I'm happy.
I'm happy.
As long as you're happy too.
I'm happy. We'll find out if the customer's happy ultimately.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
I mentioned earlier in the show that we've done quite a bit of work for Marg over the years. This is one thing, and I'm going to ask her about how she likes it. She might say on camera, she might not. She is camera shy. But anyhow, years ago with her son Rob Kerr, the super duper handyman, he did all the work here, which was fantastic. But we took out a tub and put in a walk-in shower. Again, mobility issues, and she wanted a seat down there. She wanted a handheld. So she's had this for, it's got to be at least 4 or 5 years. So you can see how she's developed her bathroom here, or how Rob has developed her bathroom here for good access. There's no barriers here. She has a small curb to step over. She now has an elevated toilet with a washlet seat. So she's developing everything so life is easier and easier for her. And that's what a lot of Calgarians are doing. We want to stay in our house longer. We want to be here. We don't want to be dependent on our kids. We don't want to go to the home. This is what a lot of people are doing. We're just making life easier for them in the plumbing world. And I think she's having a great time doing it. Well, we're all done, and I coaxed Marg to come down. How you doing?
I'm just fine, thank you.
I wore my cape just for you.
I know you did, it looks so nice.
Now
on you.
everybody's going to call you what I want.
Oh no, that's scary in itself.
Well, we have it. It's all in.
Perfect.
It's elevated height. It's a nice warm seat.
Oh.
I'll show you how to use the remote. Just like a TV remote. It'll need batteries, every year. See it come out?
Ah.
And I can't see the spray, but it's spraying behind my hand.
Gotcha.
Okay. And when you want to get oscillating, look back and forth. Hey.
Good.
Like that. Oh, there you go. And you have 2 different sprays here.
Okay.
So you have this spray, and every time it goes back in to clean itself out, it's cleaning its head out.
Okay.
Now this is more of a harder spray. I'm not sure if that's great English, my grade 3.
Gotcha.
But anyhow, it's a more powerful spray,
Gotcha.
and you can hear it coming off my hand.
Yep.
The next spray, it's going back in to clean itself out, very hygienically clean all the time. The next spray is a bit of a softer spray.
Okay.
Okay, so there you go, and you can change the spray power and the temperature on the back here.
Okay.
Very easy. And when you're all done, we get a nice little dry.
Oh,
See the dryer? See the door there?
look at that.
Yeah, the dryer came out there. Again, not the best place to clean and dry your hands, but you
I'll remember that.
But you will love this. You will love this. Automatic seat. The seat goes down. This is the 350. This is basically the Cadillac seat that Toto makes for washlets. All the lines are concealed. The only thing you see is the shutoff. If there's any problem, you get to the shutoff quick, of course. Like every plumbing fixture, you should be able to shut off quick. It's self-cleaning, self-drying it out. And it's on the Carolina 2, which is a fantastic Toto product. You will have no problem with this.
I love Totos.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yes, I do. We've got Totos in the whole house.
I know you do.
Yes, we do.
I know. That's good. Happy?
Very happy.
That's all I care about.
Very happy.
Happy customers, that's all you ever want.
And happy plumbers.
To miss this time.
And cut.